Hello, very good morning and welcome to Athavan newspaper highlights. Today Monday, 31st of October 2016. This is Edward with the highlights of today's English newspapers. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline says, New body to monitor public service. Public Service Delivery Authority to have wide-range powers to monitor standards, quality, efficiency, accuracy and transparency of public service. The government was seeking to introduce first legislation to establish a separate authority to streamline public service through measures such as formulation of standards, introduction of code of best practices and procedures, it is learned. Ajit's suggestions not in COPE report. Harshadi Silva. Perpetual treasuries should be held responsible. Police should conduct investigations. Although the COPE members agreed with Government MP Ajit P. Pereira's suggestions that perpetual treasuries should be held responsible in the controversial central bank bond issue and that the police should conduct investigations, this was not included in the final COPE report, said Deputy Minister Harshadi Silva yesterday. Our group, 2 arrested with swords in Jaffna. 2 men suspected of being members of the Our group that is active in Jaffna were arrested yesterday, Jaffna police said. War history should be added in syllabi. Books written on war history, such as War Heroes Killed in Action by retired General Gary D. Silva and Road to Nanthikadal by Major General Kamal Gunaratne, should be named as recommended books for the school syllabi, former President Mahinda Rajapaksa said on Friday. Albino turtle, 5 arrested, including a Navy Commodore. The carcass of an albino turtle, stolen 3 years ago from a turtle conservation center in Koskoda, was recovered on Sunday from an abandoned well at Pehambia Wella in Dickwella by the Colombo Crimes Investigation Division. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline speaks, COPE, CID report will shed more light. Deputy Minister endorses Ajit P. Pereira's suggestions. The suggestions by UNP parliamentarian Ajit P. Pereira that perpetual treasuries should be held responsible and the Criminal Investigation Department should conduct an investigation should have been included in the COPE report on the central bank bond issue, Deputy Minister Harshadi Silva said yesterday. The minister said COPE meetings should be made open to the media. 2 traffic constables die in accident. 2 police constables attached to the Negombo Police Traffic Branch died after a car driven by a drunk driver knocked them down on Saturday night in Negombo. BM Ashoka Lalit Jayanayaka, 39, a father of 2, and EM Saminda Sanik Bandara, 32, who is also a father of 2, died in the accident. The duo on duty were riding a motorcycle along the Colombo-Pamunugama road when a car driven at high speed from opposite direction collided with the motorcycle at Pitipana South. The incident occurred at around 8:20 p.m. Most monks suffer from diabetes or high blood pressure. Minister warns yoga lessons for Theras. Nearly 60% of the Sangha population in Sri Lanka suffer from diabetes or high blood pressure. This problem could be overcome if a program of physical exercises in keeping with the Buddha's philosophy is introduced to the Mahasangha, Sports Minister Dayasri Jayasekara said. New Constitution. Reports of 6 committees to be tabled by mid-November. The reports of the 6 subcommittees which deliberated on specific areas of the new constitution would be tabled in the Constitutional Assembly by mid-November, a steering committee member said. He said the steering committee decided to present the subcommittee reports to the Constitutional Assembly as early as possible to allow members to study them and begin a constructive dialogue. The spokesman said committee reports are being translated into the Sinhala and Tamil languages. Finally, let's move to Ceylon today. Deaths of 2 Jaffna University students. President to meet parents. In the backdrop of President Maithripala Sirisena's visit to Jaffna today and on his directive, Minister of Rehabilitation, Resettlement and Hindu Affairs DM Swaminathan will be holding a special meeting with the representatives of the Jaffna University Students' Unions and the deans of the faculties to discuss the security of the students and explore the possibilities of reopening all faculties of the Jaffna University. According to Vice Chancellor Vasanthi Arasaratnam, a meeting of this nature is the need of the hour to neutralize the situation in the university where the arts, science and management faculties have remained closed since the last week's shooting incident which resulted in the deaths of 2 students. Meanwhile, President Maithripala Sirisena, who is expected to arrive in Jaffna in the evening today, is likely to meet the families of the 2 university students who were killed in last week's alleged police shooting. Anti-government politico behind Athavan. Suspicions have been raised that a politician who is working against the government is involved in the formation of the sword gang Athavan, which is operating in Northern Province, a senior military official told Ceylon today. Jaffna Uni students' deaths. NPC report due on 3 November. The National Police Commission says that the report on the death of 2 university students will be submitted by Thursday. Trip to England. Wiggy did not obtain governor's OK. Chief Minister of Northern Province C.V. Vigneswaran had not obtained permission from the governor of the province, Reginald Kurai, to leave the country. Moreover, an acting chief minister has not been appointed during Vigneswaran's absence. Vigneswaran had left the country on 14 October and returned to the island late last week. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan Newspaper Highlights.